Hi Virgo, welcome to this reading. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon and Rising signs. So some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I've also just seen the Ten of Cups. I would say, Virgo, that your twins' current thoughts and feelings are very, very positive and passionate. King of Wands on the back. Nice, okay. So Virgo's twin flames, thoughts and feelings, please, about Virgo at this time. Virgo's twins, thoughts and feelings about Virgo. Nine of Swords reversed. Three of Cups reversed. Yes, Five of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups. This is why, okay, your twin has, it seems, recently come out of this feeling of hopelessness, fear, feeling like they have to hide this connection or an aspect of this connection or themselves. They've come out of that energy, so they're feeling kind of free, happy, content, actually, very, I feel like their heart space, you know, like I'm feeling a warmth there. They feel kind of like safe within themselves, within this connection. Eight of Pentacles reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Empress in reverse, and we have the Eight of Wands. So Taurus, Libra energy here, the Empress, the Divine Feminine. So I'm reading this as you. She's coming out in the reverse, the Empress here. Feel your person, actually. I'm reading your person here as this Queen of Cups because they're in this very, you know, it's a very soft, heart-based energy here. And you see how she's offering out this cup and this Eight of Wands as well, offering movement, communication here. I do feel your person, even if there's a disconnect, and it seems like there might be, you know, with your twin here, maybe there's been some time since you last saw them or last spoke to them, but they're actually feeling pretty optimistic here. They're feeling like no matter, because I can just reach out. We have the Moon on the back, Pisces. I wonder if one of the ways you're connecting right now is very much through dreams, telepathy, energy here as well. This feels like, you know, when we talk about manifestation, and it's like you attract what you are, you know, not what you want. Your person is in this space of attracting what they are. They are in this space of renewal, hope, love, positivity. They're in this space in which you and you, both of you, excuse me, have reconnected. You're together. Your person very much feels your presence, and I don't necessarily know that they're consciously trying to manifest. I think they're just in this energy, and it's changing their thoughts, and they're saying, well, we could reconnect for sure. Why have I been so down? Three of Pentacles reversed, Two of Swords, Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, okay, so they're not consciously trying to manifest. What they do consciously want is to talk to you, to see you. They're not sure how to make that happen though. The thing is though, because they're so aligned, head space, heart space, they don't seem to have too many doubts or fears at this time, just a bit of confusion and uncertainty. They actually are manifesting here. So if you live close by, you might end up running into them. Just, you know, heads up. Let's see, what else please? Yeah, it's interesting. We go from 8 to 7 of Pentacles, 3 to 4 of Pentacles. See how they're in this in-between place. There's some sort of transformation happening here. It's not painful, it's not difficult. Actually, it's really, really nice. It's like your twins going through some kind of a release here. Four of Swords, yeah, rest, healing. Seven of Swords reversed, and it's like acceptance of you, the connection of themselves. I don't have to hide anymore. I never did. I was putting that pressure on myself because, you know, maybe I was telling myself I had to keep this secret, I had to hide my truth because of such and such or so and so. So what? You know, maybe other people won't be happy, but it doesn't mean that I have to keep quiet because of that. Maybe I can just let them be unhappy. We have the Eight of Cups reversed on the back, so wanting to come back towards you here. Hold on, Five of Cups reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. So twice we have a focus there on the Two of Cups, which we did see at the start. And I've just recorded Leo's reading, and they had the same Five of Cups, Eight of Cups reversed. So whether or not there's a Leo or anyone with Leo in their chart here, you still might find some messages in that reading, actually. Okay. So let's have a look then at what action you can expect to see from your person in the near future. And I'm going to leave it to you to, you know, right now set the intention of what do you consider to be the near future. Because for some people it's like 6 months, 2 months, some people want to know this week. So, you know, feel free to set your own time frame. Okay, so Spirit, what action can Virgo expect, please, from their twin flame in the time frame they've set? I feel that something about ventriloquism, like I don't know if someone's going to an event where there's going to be a medium channeling through messages. If you've been thinking about it, it could be confirmation. It could be that your person reaches out and they speak in a way that you don't recognize, almost like they're using somebody else's language or words. They just don't seem like themselves. Yeah, that's something that just came through. Okay, action please. Action that Virgo can expect from their twin in the near future. 9 of Wands. Yeah, see, almost at completion, almost at that point of change, transformation. 10 of Coins. For some of you, this person is hiding behind material things, money, a job, property. For some of you, literally hiding. Maybe you know where they live and when you walk by they hide, they hide or something like that. But you know, or just hiding behind it saying, or maybe in the past they've said, oh, I can't move forward because of such and such, or I have to think about my career, you know, that sort of thing. 5 of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords reversed. There is something here, and this hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen. The Spirit's saying there's some kind of, there's some kind of words, truth, something that's going to be spoken or expressed, or something you're going to hear, whether it's directly through your person or someone else, and you're going to have to discern what's the actual truth. It's almost like, imagine I'm speaking, as I am, and out of my mouth there are like 3 different voices saying different things, like some sort of horror movie, you know, and you're like, wait, what is going on? Which one is the true Amelia? What, you know, what's what should I follow? Which line of speech should I follow here? I don't really know what that means. When it happens, you're going to know, because it's going to be so bizarre. However this comes through, it's going to have your full attention, and you're going to think, hold on, what is going on? What is this? What am I hearing? Or what are you saying? Why are you talking like that? Yeah, but there's something about discerning out of many voices which is the true voice, which is the true fact, information maybe. 2 of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords. Yeah, so much hiding has been happening here. Queen of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands, nice. So we go from the 9 to the 10. So in the time frame that you've specified, your person's going to finally push out of this like in-between period and get to the end, to this place of freedom, release. I'm not seeing anybody reaching out here. I am seeing though that there's going to be some movement. Again, it's that message about some kind of confusing speech, something strange that you hear. With the Queen of Cups underneath, I would say in order to discern what on earth is going on and what you should trust and believe, follow your intuition. Not even your feelings here, because feelings can mislead us as well, but what does that quiet intuitive voice say? You might need to go into meditation to clear out the confusion of your mind, maybe go for a walk, something like that, or whatever it is you do to be calm, to relax. Let's see, what else can you tell us about this? See, 7 of Cups, confusion, options. Wow, okay. So but yeah, you're going to know, you're not going to miss this, that is for sure. So in this near future time frame, I'm seeing completion of this cycle that your twin is in, and then finding a release. Also some kind of bizarre communication here that you're going to have to deconstruct a little bit. it doesn't so much feel concerning, worrying, sinister, or anything like that. It feels just confusing and very, very bizarre. I'm hearing something you haven't experienced before. I mean, I've got no idea, you know, I don't know, but there you go. Look out for that. Well, you don't need to, because you won't miss it. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person to you then. Okay, so Virgo's person, please. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I know this must bother you, but I plan to include you in my life and take this to the next level as soon as I can. Please just trust me and give me more time. See, 10 of coins, I think for some of you in the past, you definitely haven't felt included. And in fact, your twin may have said things like, well, I can't make a change because, you know, I have all my money tied up in this house, or because I'm already married, and, you know, my parents don't want me to be with you, or I don't know, something, you know. Okay. I've been lying to you or hiding from you. You see, hiding from you out of fear or to save face. However, I've pushed you away just knowing it was a lie, and I feel terrible. I will get honest with you at a future date. I don't think that date's too far off, because as I said, you know, in this near future, we're going from the 9 to the 10 of wands. Yeah, hiding, you know, hiding feelings, hiding their true thoughts, desires. But for some of you, literally seeing you come down the road and hiding. I don't care what others think of us. We're perfect for each other. That's all that matters. I think it's taken them a bit of time to grow into that realization. As I was saying, you know, they may have believed I have to hide myself because of so-and-so and these things and those things, and now they're realizing it doesn't matter. I'm dealing with a mental health issue right now. Once I have stabilized or healed enough to begin something new with you, I will reach out to you. Okay, I have to say something, and now, I'm not diagnosing anyone. I don't want anyone to panic, and you know, and I'm not trying to trigger anyone. So unless you get absolute confirmation and fact, you know, of this through a medical professional in your physical 3D reality, not just like through me, a voice on YouTube, you know, don't worry about this. But with that message about several voices at once, the mental health issue, I do wonder for some of you if you might hear something around schizophrenia. Or like a mental health issue like that maybe perhaps your twin has been dealing with, or someone close to them. But yeah, so just something I'm connecting there. But like I said, don't worry about it, you know, unless it's you know for a fact. Okay, so let's see what else. We will be together again. Yeah, we just had that in Leo's reading. Okay, I've got so many messages here. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. You see, that's it. On top of this message about I've been lying to you and hiding, and then that's on top of that 10 of Pentacles. They've been hiding behind, you know, their responsibilities. And to be honest, I think to an extent they bought into this. I can't make a change because I have this responsibility. I wish I could take back the things I said. I got spooked. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. Okay, so the number 13, 13, or like repetitions of 1 or 3 could be important or relevant, or maybe a sign that you've been seeing, maybe confirmation for you. Okay, we have new chapter. I am trying to move on. Now this is definitely not from you. Remember, we will be together again. We have overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. Missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. And this clarity actually has led them to feeling overwhelmed and stressed because they should have you know, been more honest with you. Maybe they've said things they wish they hadn't have said. Let's see what's on the back. Absence. Yeah, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. So this moving on is not from you. Okay, so let's get a message from Spirit. And as I've been telling the other signs, this card is about the blockage that you might not be seeing right now, and it's not to cast blame or anything like that. It's just to, you know, help identify anything that could be getting in the way of all of your work and effort and progress here. So you might find that this is spot on. You might find, you know, that you don't really feel like it applies or resonates to you right now. So let's see. Are there any blind spots, blockages, please, that Virgo has within this connection at this time, Spirit? Okay, we have the number 19, and this is the sigil. For me, it's just making me think of maybe a mushroom, but also something that's very like cyberpunk, some sort of cyberpunk, I don't know if that's even a thing, steampunk, like a weird sort of robot walking on these funny legs. You know, that's all it's making me think of. So I don't know if you can see things in here yourself. Perhaps a rose, maybe the tree of life as well, it's making me think of. Okay, so the number 19, let's see. Non-commitment. If you have drawn this sigil, no matter whether or not you are admitting to it, and no matter even whether or not you are aware of it, you are not committed. Commitment is a state of dedication. It can be defined simply in this way. To commit to something is to give your energy to something. It is to put yourself into something. The more committed you are to something, the more of your energy and therefore yourself you put into that thing. Okay. So this could be, perhaps you find yourself going back and forth between, I should walk away, I should try and give this up. Actually, no, I'm here, I'm sticking around. And that's common, you know, in these long, I nearly said in these long ass twin flame connections, excuse me. In these evolving twin flame connections, that's common. But, you know, Spirit might be saying, there's kind of, you know, a back and forth, and maybe that's affecting perhaps what you're drawing towards you, what you're manifesting. Is there perhaps too much of a struggle between you being maybe in like a self-protective mode because of what's already unfolded, but then the part of you that really